Good morning, students. Today we will look at the last topic of your curriculum, right? So we have come to the end of the contents where we started from the basics and now we are looking at the different applications of machine learning. In between these two things, we have many topics on the algorithms, the mathematical parts, how you have to choose a method, what is the procedure for machine learning and all those specific stuffs, right? So if you have paid attention and if you have referred all the PPTs which I have uploaded, definitely you would have got a complete idea on what is machine learning, right? I am not talking about the implementation part, but the theoretical aspects, what we should do and what we should not do, everything you must be knowing at this time. Right? So today we are going to look at the last topic. It is another application. And this application is called as natural language processing, right? So there are different types of data. As I told you in the first class, we have text data, we have audio, we have video, image, and all those things, right? So far the applications which we saw, medical image analysis and biometrics, they use medical data. Right. Now, today we are going to see some applications which are dependent on your text data and also the audio data. Right. That is called as natural language processing. I hope all of you must be using your mobile phones, right? So in your mobile phones, whenever you try to type, say for example, a message in WhatsApp, right? So there will be, if you are trying to type antenna, right? Antenna. When you type A, automatically in your mobile, there will be 3 recommendations, right? The previously used words in that specific phone will be there. It may be and any. Then you will type N. When you type N, again, those words changes, right? And the number of possibilities will automatically reduce. When you have only A, the possibilities of second letter is huge. But when you have 3 or 4 more letters, then you can find out the correct letter in that recommendations in your mobile phone. This is one of the aspect of natural language processing. So it is helping the users or customers in making sure we make use of all the languages and the text. Any language can be done with NLP or natural language processing because English is a universal language. All the algorithms and all the methods are revolving around the English language. How can you make a machine understand the language? This is the concept of NLP. Why the machine should understand the language? Because it should reply back. We saw the applications, human-computer interaction. When a robot is there as a chef in a restaurant, it should interact with the customers. So when it's interacting with the customers, it must understand their language too, right? So how and what are the complex ways in a language is framed? You may think that language is very easy, but there are many complex things. Say, for example, I went to the bank. I went to the bank. This is the information which is given to the machine. So it will take the object I, right, went, and then it comes to bank. When it comes to bank, it will get confused. Why? Whether you went to the river bank or you went to the bank where financial transactions are taking place. So if you are interacting with a human being, the previous statements, you may say that I need some money today, I want to purchase all those things, so I'm going to a bank. If you say like that, based on the past history of data, the human being will understand automatically that you are not going to the river bank, you are going to the finance bank, right? So the memory storage, the amount of information which need to be stored in the machine will be more when you come to the natural language processing task. That's where our machine learning comes into play. When you have more layers, more architecture complexity, you can store lots and lots of data. And specifically deep learning architectures are widely used for this natural language processing because they have more layers than a normal artificial neural network, right? An advanced representation of artificial neural network is called as deep learning. The only difference is you will have more layers so that more neurons will be there, more memory capacity will be there. This is one example, the mobile phone example for natural language processing. And again, if you're using an iPhone or something like that, you must have had the opportunity to interact with Siri. You have Alexa, right? Google Assistant. These are something who can respond after recognizing your content of your speech. It doesn't matter who is speaking, whether I am speaking or you are speaking to my mobile phone, it will reply, right? It is not for speaker identification, it is not for biometrics, but it is for understanding the concept or what I am saying and then how it should respond it back. Right? So towards the next scenario of human life where we say human machine interaction, these type of natural language processing applications are very, very important, right? Only then it will be able to say that what content we are talking about, all right? So play a song, say a joke, all those things. It will understand the keywords which are already trained with, and then it will reply you back. Interestingly, now people try to say an infinite number of data, right? That's where we are moving towards the stage 3 of machine learning. Another third application is language conversion. You go,
Sir,
yes,
sir, are you
pardon?
presenting the screen, sir?
No, I am not presenting the screen.
Okay.
Okay. The third application is this topic doesn't have any specific PPT. It is a very general topic which you need to browse from Google and get the information. Right? The third application is language conversion. Right? Language conversion, where you can convert one language to another. Say, for example, in India, you can just for fun, you can convert and check. But if you go to a country where there is no usage of English, you will feel horrible, right? You will not even buy anything, any basic needs or necessities. So in that case, this type of language conversions are very, very useful. You can go to Google Converter or many other language converters are available. And another application is your virtual reality. Nowadays, people talk about virtual reality and augmented reality, where I can skip a class, right? I can skip a class, but in my place, there will be another Jude, right? He is not real one, but he is a virtual one. The students will not be able to find him out, whether he is real or virtual. Maybe I have some other job, some other work. So I would have left and I would have placed my clone on that place. So when I was in, when that machine is interacting with the specific students, how they should feel, how they should move about, right? So that's the place where how this natural language processing will play a major role. The students may be from different countries also. Looking at the pandemic situation, we may reach a situation where education may be done or given importance via online, where you can study from a professor who is in United States, in the topmost universities. That may be possible. Right? In that case, how will the professor know all the language? Right? So when I speak something, automatically the language should be converted depending upon whether he's a Chinese or an African or a Japanese or whatever it may be. So these are some of the applications where natural language processing is playing a major role. It is a separate area of, if you are interested, you can do some projects and many things in that. But the data which we are going to use in natural language processing is text and signal, right? Text data, writing a signature or English language and all those things. Right? Now we will see small information. This is not my PPT. I have taken a PPT from the Google. We can see some small information. They would have given some interesting information there. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is NLP, right? So these are the things which you must know. You are in the third year. So when you come to your final year, when you go into data science and all these things, shall I go into NLP? You can explore. NLP is a field of computer science, artificial intelligence, and linguistics, right? Linguistics, the language, playing with the communication. The language is the only way of communication between human beings, concerned with the interaction between computers and human beings. Between human beings, no issues. But when you go for a machine and a human computer and a human being, how you are going to interact? For that, these concepts of NLP is very, very necessary. How you are going to train the machine with these things. Specifically, the process of a computer extracting meaningful information. I can understand when you say that I am going to a bank. But can a computer or a machine understand from natural language input? Right? This is the definition as per Wikipedia. So language of focus will be predominantly English, and the domain, right? The text linguistics, the words, playing with the English words is very, very necessary because many times the same meaning, the same content, right? Everything may lead to a different application. So that text linguistics should be there, and focus on statistical methods, how a single sentence is different from another sentence. So what time, these are some of the examples. What time is the next bus from the city after the 5 p.m. bus? If you ask it to a machine, it should respond it properly. They should give you the correct answer. I am a third year CSE student. Which classes do I have today? Which gene is associated with diabetes? Who is Donald? Extraction of meaning from email, right? And also the machine should be in a position to respond to your emails, right? We have decided to meet tomorrow at 10 a.m. in the lab. So from this, how will it understand the meaning? To understand the meaning, the single words are important. Now, the crucial thing is, what are the words which are important? Tomorrow, 10 a.m. in the lab. This is what we used to see, right? We do not give much importance when we read a mail or a circular, but indirectly our brain is taking, okay, tomorrow, 10 a.m. lab. All the other words are not necessary. So when the machine wants to give the proper answer, not all the informations are necessary, right? Even though we say that we need to store lots and lots of data, you need to have a check whether all the data are necessary to do the time, the venue. This is what is important. Machine translation, language conversion, you can have from one language to another language. Some languages are straightforward, right? The meaning will not change. Right? Mera, my, naam, name, Rajat, Rajat. That's fine. Is whether it comes in the last word, last position, or in the third position doesn't make sense for the machine. It will understand. But there are some languages where there will be a complete chaotic arrangement of words. Right? So your neural networks, your machine learning methods should be in a position to identify the meaning of that two complete chaotic statements of two different languages. Okay. Grass is greener on the other side. Right? You can see that two different sentences are given. Maybe we would have experienced that, right? Sometimes when we use the Google Translator, we will type some word, but some other word will be there in that Google Translator, right? Why? The machine is struggling, because the language which we are posing has almost different, almost same meanings for different sentences. Summarization, it should do a summarization. Right? A very long information is there. When I say a long information, or when I watch a movie, automatically I could grasp the information. Right? That is based on my mind or human brain. So when you give a long essay, say for example a 10-page essay to the machine, immediately in the next minute it must give you a 50 words or 100 words paragraph. Can it do? You need artificial neural networks to train the machine to do that. That is called as text summarization. Extract keywords. How do you do that? From the sentence, we need to extract keywords relating and finding the meaning with the neighboring sentences and then creating an abstract. Context analysis, right? Social networking sites can fairly understand the topic of discussion. 4 of your friends posted about Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati. Only those people who are good with IITs, say for example, a layman, a person who doesn't know anything about IITs, and so they will not have much information on that. But you cannot expect a machine to do that. You need to have a machine to understand everything. So when it goes into a social media, it must know or grasp information or everything. It must be in a position to understand the context, on what context, what importance these people are saying. Posted, whether they are students taking a beta course, maybe, or an MTech course, maybe, or a PhD course. Or if you ask me whether my friends are placed as assistant professors there, associate professors, it's not that easy when you type. But if I'm typing to my friend will know, because myself and my friend will have same frequency. He may be a professor, then he may think that okay, they are placed as professors. How will a machine know? That will be hugely complex. Sentiment analysis, right? Nowadays, you would have used Facebook. Immediately, it will come people you may know, right? Or if you use or buy something in Amazon, they will show you, okay, people who bought this also bought these products, right? Then you will be tempted to buy that product. Immediately, you go and check the reviews, right? Nowadays, with online purchase and online process is on the rise, nobody does anything silly without taking any review. Even if you want to go to a restaurant, we will check what are the reviews people are giving. If you want to book a hotel, people are checking what people are giving, what the people are saying, right? So who is giving the answer? Human beings are not giving the answer. It is the machine based on the text I type, right? My research scholar has done a work on COVID-19 tweets in Twitter. He has collected all the data from Twitter, and he is predicting that what is the mentality of the people, not now, maybe I think last year by June, July or something like that. Right? What is the mentality of the people? I may say that, okay, you take ginger and tomato and drink 2 days, right? Then another person will say, no, don't take that. It will be harmful to your kidney. Another person will say, that is a case in here. And all these tweets. So collectively, what is the mentality of the Indian people? Or maybe world, analyzing world is not that easy. Why? The language differs. The Chinese people, they may type in Chinese language, which we may not understand. So we can do it in English, and finally we can say that, okay, the mentality of the people is positive, that COVID-19 may subside soon, or the mentality of the people is negative. They are very much afraid. So this decision can be given to the government and all the decision or the policy makers, where they can frame some good procedures for the society, right? You may think that our chief minister is announcing lockdown and all these things. Do you mean to say that they are announcing just like that? They would have done a thorough data analysis, the procedure. I'm not saying what would have done actually, the procedure. Right? They would have collected all the data, and they would have had machine learning for sentiment analysis. And then they may think that, okay, people are in a good mood. Let me release the lockdown. Or no, they are suffering in this specific area-wise lockdown. Your sentiment analysis is very, very crucial. It is based on the text which we type in the social media. No social media, no sentiment analysis. We cannot be able to find out what is going on in the mind of the people and what is the situation. Even companies and the business people, they are making use of the behavioral pattern of user, and they're checking what products they should have in their shops. If some specific product is not moving, They will just analyze all the data, and some people would have given a bad feedback. No, Amazon is not good. There's something they have misplaced the product, or all so many things. Then the other person may think whether I should go for that or not. That's why these company people, they play, or they are very intelligent, or very vigilant in analyzing the reviews, because that is very crucial for their online products. And these are some of the applications. And to make sure that you do all these things, these are the different tasks in NLP. Tokenization or segmentation. The first thing is, you are going to have input language or English sentence as an input one. You need to break each and every sentence into small words. Right? From the words, you need to consider what is the meaning. The next one is disambiguation. Right? Segmenting text into words. This meeting has been scheduled for this Saturday. He has agreed to cooperate with me. All these things may be good, but what is important, that each word should be individually given to the machine, so it can understand whether it is necessary or not. Stemming means sometimes running. So remember, the machine needs to understand the information. So running, everything corresponds to run. So each time you need not give the data, different types of data to be stored in the machine. The stem, the base, or the root can be given to the machine. So stemming itself is a big work. You can have neural networks to club all cars and different thing related with car under one category. But care is different meaning. You cannot put care here in cars. So the accuracy and everything is very important when you play a stemming role in an English language. Then you have disambiguation. Disambiguation means ambiguity in the meanings of the words. Right? Bank. That is the best example for disambiguation. Part of speech recognition. Right? Today is a beautiful day. Which one is noun? Which one is verb? Which one is article, adjective, noun? Even human beings are struggling to find out that. But the machine also must know. Not to show its grammatical excellence, but to understand or not to make mistakes when it's giving the meaning, or when it is talking with a person. It should actually convey the original meaning. So POS tagging is somewhat related with the grammatical way. Interest rates, economist for the interest of the nation. Right? What is the meaning of three interest in this sentence? Disambiguation. You have an ambiguation. How will you remove that ambiguation in this word interest in this sentence? The machine may think all are interest rates, 5%, 10%, or whether it is a lovable position for the economist. It's not that easy. Right. This is the another thing. Free lunch versus free speech. Right? He approached many banks for the loan. IIT Guwahati is on the banks of the Brahmaputra. Contextual analysis. The teacher pointed out that Mark is the smartest person on earth. Has two proper nouns. Right? Violinist linked with jal, crash, blossoms. These are some of the words in which the context are very important, but it's confusing, as we have seen earlier. Reviews about a restaurant. Best roast chicken in New Delhi. Service was very disappointing. These are the words which I have not done, but some people will do. But when we go and book some hotel, we just always look for those things. iPhone 4S is overhyped. All those things. Hype about it. Ambiguous statements. Red tape holds up new bridges. Red tape. You have a shoe brand also, or whether it is corresponding to a different meaning. Hospitals are sued by 7-foot doctors. Actually, does it mean all the doctors are with a height of 7 feet? Juvenile court to try shooting defendant. The words are arranged in a journalist way so that it may look like as the court is trying to shoot. But what is the actual meaning? It is trying to defend, or it is going to accuse him. Fed raises interest rates. So here comes our supervised and unsupervised methods, where we can make use of all our machine learning models to do all these applications: stemming, disambiguation, POS, all the tokenization, segmentation, summarization, everything can. These are small parts, like how we saw segmentation, classification, clustering for image-based data. These are for the language-based data. These can be stored in the machine, and based on this, your Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant, and all the human-computer interactions will be developed. So hereafter, you will have some mathematical process that is not necessary for us. So this is only an introduction for you to understand what is your NLP, or what is the idea behind natural language processing. If you are interested, you can do some work in that also. It will be interesting too. And with this, we have come to the end of our content or curriculum. When is your third internals? Okay, you may not be interested to answer, but your third internals, you will have portions from 5th and 6th unit, right? You will have from new complete neural networks and the applications of artificial neural networks. And you will have one assignment for 10 marks. I think 2 weeks back, I have opened the Google Classroom link for that. Kindly fill that, right? I have given the application also. You have to submit that. When I am about to enter the marks, I will check the Google Classroom link. If I am unable to find out, I will not call you again to submit your assignment, right? I will mark based on the availability of the assignments. So I am repeatedly saying now, make sure that you submit the assignments. Answer attendance, Ernest.
Present, sir.
Justin.
Present, sir.
Ravi Kiran.
Sir, Ravi kept in chat box, sir.
Okay. Naganibas.
Present, sir.
Preeti.
Present, sir.
Joshua.
Present, sir.
Satish Kumar.
Present, sir.
Challa Margi.
Present, sir.
Charan.
Present, sir.
Manoj Kumar.
Present, sir.
Sainath.
Present, sir.
Sai Ganesh.
Present, sir.
Shiny.
Present, sir.
Sharon Jotsna.
Present, sir.
Joe Markel.
Present, sir.
Andrew.
Present, sir.
Bharat.
Present, sir.
Dinesh. Dinesh absent.
Present, sir.
Aldrin.
26.
Aldrin.
Sir, 26.
Present as current chat.
Divesh.
Present, sir.
Jonathan.
Present, sir.
Abhi Ashok. Abraham. Swarup.
Present.
Ritvik.
Present, sir.
Suvin. Gautam.
Present, sir.
Kalyan.
Present, sir.
Shashank. Shashank absent. Ruby Grace.
Sir, Ruby kept in chat box.
Okay. Varshit.
Present, sir.
Yashwant.
Present, sir.
Praveen.
Present, sir.
Jyotish.
Present, sir.
Ashay.
Present, sir.
Vineet.
Present, sir.
Evangeline.
Present, sir.
Disha.
Present, sir.
Amulya.
Present.
Kemuel.
Present, sir.
Alex.
Present, sir.
Vasant.
Present, sir.
Manasseh.
Sir, he typed in chat box.
Okay. Infant.
Present, sir.
Ajay.
Present, sir.
Pranita.
Present, sir.
Lakshman Karthik.
Present, sir.
Vandana.
Present, sir.
Ashwinya.
Present, sir.
Nikhilesh.
Present, sir.
Vishnu Priya.
Texted in chat box, sir.
Okay. Sonali. Sonali absent. Surya.
Present, sir.
Gopika.
Present, sir.
Darshini,
Present, sir.
Kundaneshwara Reddy,
Yes, sir.
Sam Joel.
Present, sir.
Okay, absent is 1042 and 1139.
Sir, 1042 given in chat.
Chat up. So 1139 is the only absentee today, Sonali. Okay, students, thank you very much. If you have any queries, you can stay back. Otherwise, you can leave.